Hello there, my name is John McCarthy. Pleased to welcome you to PGA Tour 2K25. Can't wait to see what goes down here in a bit. I guess we're just doing the front nine of this course today. Have a good round out there today. Good shot. Alrighty, he's good to go on this one. Let's see how he does. Okay, we're setting up here well above the green. We might need a bit less club. He's got about 105 yards to go here. Looks like the sand coming up. Fingers crossed for a nice up and down out of this greenside bunker. All right, this is his third shot. Oh, how close was that one? Setting up in the bunker. Oh my goodness, you almost hold it. And here he is from the greenside rough. And that was a fine chip out of the rough and into the cup. There we go. And 1 point on the scorecard after that hole. All right, let's go. We got a par 4 on the second hole. Oh my, splash. Okay, here we go. Let's launch this one out there. Heading for the rough here, I think. All right, he's in the first cut. Okay, second shot here on the second.
I wish that went for you.
He's got some sand to contend with. Let's see what happens. Right by the hole. Okay, from the green side, sand. Hopefully we get up and down from here.
And holing it from the bunker for par. There's got to be a name for that. What do you call that?
All right, 2 big points after that hole. Good job. Let's see what this third hole has in store for us. He's looking ready to roll. Let's see how he does on this hole. Second shot on the third. I'm not positive. Could be rough. Could be fairway though. All right. Let's see how he deals with this one in the sand. Setting up here just in the first cut. Not confident in this one. I think it's in the rough. Okay, here he is from the rough. Looks like this one's going left. Well, see you later to that ball. Okay, from the rough. Oh, this one might be a bit much. Shouldn't be too awkward out of here, just in the first cut.
Oh, so close.
Let's see how he deals with this little test from the green side rough.
All right, let's do it. This to save par.
And after that hole, you're at 5 points.
All right, here we go. We got a par 4 here on this fourth hole. Let's have a good tee shot. Okay, there you go.
And he's just about ready to tee off. Let's see how he does. Heading towards that bunker. Okay, he's setting up his second shot here.
And I don't think this is enough from the sand. All right, hitting into an elevated green.
And he's about 150 yards out from here.
Okay, let's do this. Let's get out of this bunker and on our way. Way to strike that ball out of that sand trap. Not much left to do here.
And he's got 13 feet to the cup.
That's going to do it for him on this hole, and that'll be for par.
This one's just a 3-foot putt. And after that hole, you're at 5 points.
Okay, fifth hole, par 4. All right, let's launch this into the atmosphere, preferably hitting the fairway.
And we join him now from the rough.
This might not be enough out of the rough. Okay, the ball's below your feet here. You might want to aim a little bit more to the left. That might be a bit much. Hang on a sec. Let me walk that back. I think this might play.
Okay, he's looking to get out of this greenside rough. Oh, he almost got that chip to go. And here you go, birdie putt coming up here. And let's see, he's setting up now, 2-footer. And that putt will go. Okay, 3 more points for you after that hole. Good job. Hole number 6. Nice, pure swing, great stuff. All right, let's see what he does on this one. Here's our second shot on this 6th hole. Good shot. And he's about 125 out. Let's see what he does. This one might be a little long. Okay, here's our 3rd shot. Looks like a sand shot coming up. That's going to miss the green. Unfortunate. All right, setting up now in the bunker. Let's see what you got. All right, let's get out of this sand. And you are putting now, and I'm happy for you. Here's a look for birdie. I think it's breaking to the left. And he gets it to drop, and that'll be for birdie. 9 feet to the cup. This one should start off pretty straight and then turn to the left. And after that hole, you're sitting at 9 points on the scorecard. And now the par 5, 7th hole. Oop, that one, yeah, that's in the water. Here we go. Let's let this one go. Well, I hope this one holds on to the fairway. All right, could have been worse. We're just in the first cut here. And here's our second shot on the 7th. Oh man, that's wet.
Setting up here in the first cut of rough. That's not what you wanted, I guess. That isn't too good, is it? Ah, into the water. That's, yeah, be nice to have that one back. Well, that one's goodbye. Okay, we are in the deep stuff currently. And that's going to get wet. And setting up now in the deep rough. Of course it had to go there, of all places. And he's in the green side rough. Oh my, he almost dropped that chip in there.
All right, we're not going to score any points on that hole. Let's try the next one.
And now the 8th hole. We had a par 5 on tap.
This one's heading to the fairway, I think.
Okay, full sand. Let's go.
Oh man, you got a hold of that one. All right, second shot on the 8th. Good job. And this one's about 85 yards to the pin. Okay, go ahead and finish up on this hole, and we'll head to the next. And just joking. This one's looking decent. Ooh, it's still on track. And the putt goes down. Fantastic work.
He's putting this next one for birdie.
And after that hole, you're sitting at 11 points.
All right, the first 9 ends with a par 4.
Oh, this tee shot should work. Okay, let's rip this out into the fairway. Okay, setting up here about 140 to the pin. And here we go with his second shot. And they are going with the 9 iron on this one. Nothing wrong with that. And look at this. He's plugged it in the bunker. It's going to be difficult getting out of this one. Okay, he needs this one to save par. And we're going to take this Stableford event into an extra playoff hole if you can drop this right here. And as that one drops, you are in a tie at the top. So that means we have to head to a playoff hole. Should be fun. Okay, we are into some Stableford playoffs here. Most points wins, but if there's still a tie, we go to whomever was closest to the hole and give that win to them. Ouch. All right, let's see how he does here on this hole. And now the tee shots are finished. And we didn't end up closest to the pin, so we won't have that advantage if there's a tiebreaker. And we're green side. He's in the rough. That's a nice chip. Well done. Well, this is definitely in the sand. Let's see what goes down for him. Let's see how he does from the green side bunker. Oh, is he going to get this to go? And this putt to win in the playoff. And as that one goes down, it'll be a win for you. Well done. All right, this Stableford affair is in the books. I'm happy to have seen you pull out the win here in the playoff. Great work. Congratulations. See you next time.
And it's a big hello to you from me, John McCarthy. I'm here to welcome you to PGA Tour 2K25. Let's get this going. And it looks like today we'll be playing Stableford Golf. All right, let's get to it. Beautiful swing. And let's see how this tee shot fares for him. And setting up around 215 yards out. And there's a bit of a downslope around the pin. You got to be careful of that. Well, missed the green on that one, but I've already forgotten about it. And here's his second shot. Let's see what happens. He's in the green side rough. Okay, and from the green side bunker, let's nestle this one in nice and close. And let's get out of this beach here. Oh, the glory that could have been. And just a short putt away now. Fantastic work out of the beach. Okay, he needs this to save his par. Oh. And just a little tap here needed. All right, let's head to the next. And after the first hole, we're chalking 1 point up on our card. This hole is a par 4. It's not all that lengthy. Nicely done. And let's see how this hole goes down for him. All right, this is about 120 yards or so from the pin. Oh, how dialed are you today? Look at that. All right, he's in the first cut of rough here. Oh, hello. Lining up a 6-foot putt here. And that's great. That drop shot on the last is kind of a race now with this birdie here on this one. 6-foot putt for him.
All right, sitting at 4 points after that hole.
Let's see what happens here on the 12th hole. He managed to get a good swing on that. All right, interested to see what he has in store for us here. Looks like this one will be safe in the fairway. And this is around the 245-yard mark. Oh, looky here. They're going driver off the turf. Okay, green side sand. Let's see what you have. Sitting in the green side rough. Let's go. I'm liking that one. Nice chip. And let's see how he gets out of this one.
Oh, look at this. Is he going to get it to drop?
And for the par.
All right. Solid 2 points.
And the 13th hole is before us. This one's a par 4. Tee shot's looking decent.
All right, let's let her fly. Let's go.
And this one's about 165 yards out. And they're choosing the 6-iron here. This one's heading to the rough. And this is your 3rd shot. And let's see how he does from the green side rough. Oh, that chip almost went. And from the green side sand, let's have a nice out here. Alrighty then, let's grab the putter. And this one for bogey.
All right, after that hole, you're sitting at 7 points.
And now for the par 5, 14th hole. Okay, let's send it. Well, that's too bad. And here's shot number 2 on hole number 14. Ouch, what was that? All right, we're back in the fairway. I like it. And he isn't in too bad a shape. He's in the first cut. Let's check our distance twice as we set up from the elevated position here. Oh, that's going right by the hole, isn't it? All right, he's just in the first cut here. Looks like this one's heading for the green. All right, let's get out of this green side rough and start putting. Oh man, you hate to see those ones go by. And swinging this out to the left. And he's got around 4 feet to go here. Here we go for the bogey. Okay, moving on to the next. And after that hole, you're sitting at 8 points on the scorecard. And now the 15th hole. We got a par 4 for this one. I'll see you later to that ball. All right, bombs away. Let's hit that fairway. Second shot here on the 15th. Oh, that one, yeah, that one took a dive. Okay, here's your 4th.
heading left. And here he goes from the greenside rough. Ooh, he almost got that to go. Setting up here, nestled into this greenside rough. Oh, almost in there. Okay, here's a 4-foot putt for us. And if he sinks this, that's going to be bogey. And that putt safely in its home.
All right, 0 points. I repeat, 0 points after that hole.
Okay, par 4, 16th hole is next. Bunker bound. Okay, time to send it. Oh, come on now. That's not what you deserve. Ooh, this approach is looking like it might be short. All right, let's see how he deals with this beach. Well, from the sand, I don't think this has enough. Let's see what he does here. 105 yards out. Okay, as we set this up, it's not a great scene. It's very, very deep into this rough. Well, it's unlucky. Missed the green on that one. Just in the green side rough here. Looking good. All right, bogey putt drops. Okay, he's got 2 feet to go here. Okay, safely home with that putt.
And after that hole, you're sitting at 9 points on the scorecard.
Okay, par 5, 17th hole is next. All right, this one just barely makes its way into that second cut of rough. All right, let's go. Beautiful swing. Okay, we've found your friend here in the deep rough. Let's see how he does. Setting up from the long grass here. Let's get on out of this.
And blunk. And just want you to know that ball's above your feet, so it might go a little more to the left than you think it will. And as he sets up, he's got about 180 yards to go here. And the approach heading to the left. Well, we might need a little bit less club on this one. That green's well below us. I don't think I'm liking this. Let's see what happens here. He's in the bunker.
Oh my, is he going to get this one to go down? Oh, hang on. Almost that almost went down.
And from the green side bunker.
Oh my, you almost dropped that in there.
Here we go, just a few more inches. And now let's take a peek at the scorecard.
And that hole is not going to give us any points. We'll be moving on.
And now to the par 5 18th hole.
All right, bombs away. Let's see what happens here. Let's go. Huh. Oh, into the water. This is adventurous, hitting off the cart path I see. I'm having that. Yeah, this one's your fourth shot. Well, you're not going to hit every green today. That's all right. And this one's anyone's guess. He's in the sand. Let's see what happens. And from the green side bunker, looking for an up and down here. That was lovely to watch from the bunker. Nice and close to the hole. Now let's do this. All right, he's all finished up here.
And at the end of the round, you're sitting at 10 points.
Well, that's it for me. This is where we go our separate ways. Thank you for the round. Hello there, my name's John McCarthy, and I want to welcome you to PGA Tour 2K25. I think things are going to go our way today.
We have a par 3 opener on this one.
Let's see if we can get this one close.
You made good contact.
Okay, on the green safely.
Here we go. Let's see what this guy does.
Looks like he's put a good stroke on it. There he goes, just sticking it nice and close with that approach. That's a good one.
Here we go. This one for birdie.
This one's not doing too much. Should be straightforward. Looks like he got a line on this. Continuing. Yes! Drops it on in there. What a putt.
And let's see. He's setting up now. 2-footer.
And the putt goes down.
Sitting at 3 points on the scorecard after that hole.
Teeing it up on the second hole. Oh, brutal. Second shot here on hole number 2.
And let's see how he does on this hole.
Looks like he started this one out right. And that's not a bad effort.
This one's just a 5-footer. Okay, he's got 2 feet to go here.
And that will do.
And after that hole, you're at 5 points.
All right, staring down a par 3 now on this third hole.
Ooh, looks like he's put it on a pretty good line. Oh, and he can't get it to drop. Okay, let's see what you got here. Oh, what do we have here? And it drops. Well done. Fantastic putt.
Well done, my friend. Chalking up 4 points after that hole.
We're teeing up on the 4th hole now. Well, this one's on a line. Oh, and it doesn't go down. No. He's ready to tee off. Let's see what happens here with him. I think he's on the right track here. Oh, and he gets it to go. All righty, give a tap and we'll head on to the next hole.
All right, 12 points on the scorecard after that hole.
Okay, stepping on to the 5th, and we got a par 3 ahead of us. And from there, not a bad result. Well, this should be fun. Let's see what happens here. Ooh, almost. There you go. That's what you want. And about 5 feet to go. Nice. Nice work out there. That's your second birdie in a row.
Okay, and you're sitting at 15 points after that hole.
Yeah, looks like he's put it on a good line here. Oh, and he gets it to drop. All right, let's send it. Oh, this one's looking okay. Oh, yes, that'll go down. Nicely done.
Solid three-pointer of a hole, that last one. Good job.
Okay, 7th hole is a par 3. I think he's put it on a good line. Oh, and he makes it. Well, looking forward to this hole. Starting this one out pretty good. Yes! Drops it on in there. What a putt.
All right, you're sitting at 22 points after that hole.
Okay, par 3 on the 8th. Looks like he's put it on a good line. And, well, we just saw a hole in one. I mean, would have been nicer if that was you. But he had a very nice shot. I hope you congratulate him. Oh, well, unfortunate. That's going to get counted as a missed green. Second shot here on hole number 8. Nice putt, and that is for birdie number 5 on the day.
All right, we'll chalk up a solid 3 points after that hole. Good job.
All right, closing the front 9 down with this lovely par 3. Looks like he's put a good stroke on it. Ooh, that was close. Ooh, he really got that one close. Nicely done. Looking forward to see what you do here.
Well, this one's looking good so far. Oh, no! How dare you? How dare you do that to me? Okay, let's get this one in the cup and finish this round. All right, we're done with a tap, tap, tap. And that'll be an end to his round today.
And at the end of the round, you'll end up with 28 points.
And with that, I will leave you to your own devices. Thank you for the round, and we'll see you next time. Hi there, my name's John McCarthy, and I would like to welcome you to PGA Tour 2K25. Guess what? It's time for the golfs. Ooh, look at this. We got a little bit of Stableford on the go. I think this could be fun. Time to get amongst it.
And he's ready to let her rip. Let's see how this hole goes. Oh, this one's in the fairway. Okay, about 185 yards to the pin now for him. Second shot here on the first. And if you're not careful, this approach could get away from you. Bit of a down slope there. We're on the green with that one. Well done. 16 feet to the cup. This one looks like it has a bit of a break to the right. Oh man, that could have been better, I think, but maybe a birdie on the next hole. And this putt's around 11 feet out. And this one's going a bit to the right. And there it is. He got that one to go. This putt's for par. Let's see what you can do. Okay, we're moving. We're moving to the next.
All right, 2 points on the card after that first hole.
We got a par 3 for the second hole. Taking this one with the 9-iron. Oh, let's see what you can do on this one. Yep, that's going to do just nicely. And here he's got a long putt to deal with. I'm curious to see how this goes. This one's breaking left to right. Yikes, that went right by. Lining up for the 13-foot putt. I think this one will go left to right. Nicely done. And if this goes, it'll be for his par.
And after that hole, you're at 5 points.
Now we will tee up on the third hole. He's ready to let her rip here. Let's see what he does. All right, this shot is around 115 yards out. Might be a little too much power into this one. Well, I thought that was going to be long, but guess what? You're on the green. "21 feet to the cup from here." This putt's going left to right pretty hard. Looking good so far. This one's still on track. And the putt goes down. Fantastic work. Here's his look for birdie. Looks like this one's taking a break to the left. Amazing.
And after that hole, you're sitting at 8 points on the scorecard.
And teeing this one up on the fourth. Nice shot. That'll do. And he's ready to tee off. Let's see what he has. Shot's coming towards the green nicely. Here's a putt from 19 feet. This one looks like it's moving a bit to the right here. Ah, no good. Okay, he's setting up for birdie here. Let's see what happens. And that will go.
2 big points after that hole. Nicely done.
Now we saunter onto the tee of the par 4 fifth hole. Okay, let's launch this next tee shot. What do you say? Oh no, water. We're in the deep stuff. You might need a club or two extra on this shot. All right, he's getting ready to fire away with his second shot. Oh, come on, that almost went. All right, let's leave this sand behind us. What do you say? You have to give that flat stick a workout to sink this next putt, but you're out of the sand. This ball's a long way from home. Let's see if you can help it get there. Oh, this one's starting out okay. Who continues to be good. And it drops. Well done. Fantastic putt. And let's see, he's setting up now, 2-footer. And that'll drop.
And after that hole, you're sitting at 11 points.
Okay, here we go. Par 4, 6th hole. All right, let her fly. Let's see it. And this one's about 135 yards from the pin. This one's heading for the green. Nice approach. Good stuff. Might be a little bit long. Let's see what happens. All right, he's got this for birdie. Six feet to go here. The birdie putt drops, and I'm thankful because last hole with that bogey got me a little scared. And the 7th hole is a par 4. He might end up in the rough on this one. Let's see. And he managed to hold on to the fairway. All right, let's send this ball away. Well, this one could roll into the rough and safely in the fairway. Good stuff. And he's setting up now about 130 yards out.
Ooh, there's a golf shot.
Okay, here's our second shot here on the 7th hole. All right, here we go. This one's for birdie. Oh, look at this thing.
It's still tracking. Oh, come on. Somehow it doesn't go down.
Okay, he's got 2 feet to go here. And the putt drops.
Okay, you've got this one for par.
All right, let's see how this next hole is playing.
All right, scorecard saying 16 points after that hole.
And this is the 8th hole. We got a par 5.
All right, give this a rip. Yeah, we'll have that. And look at this, taking the driver off the turf. Okay, we're about 250 to the pin.
Well, you're doing all right this hole on the green, under regulation. That's good work.
From 23 feet.
Going up the hill with this putt, breaking left to right.
So far, so good.
Liking how it's turning out. Yes! Drops it on in there. What a putt.
And he's setting up for the birdie putt here.
Four-pointer of a hole. Well done.
Teeing this one up on the 9th now.
Yes, that's a good swing.
Nice stroke. We're on the green. All right, let's see how he does on this hole. All right, good luck with this 15-footer.
Looks like this putt goes downhill to the right. Oh my, wish I could have given you that one. All right, he's got this putt for the bird.
Okay, 11 feet out. Let's see what he does.
This one seems to be tilting left to right. All right, let's go. This one for the par.
You're going to end up with 22 points at the end of your round today.
And that's going to do it for our round here today. Thank you ever so much for playing, and hopefully we'll see you back here real soon. Hey there, hope you're doing great. Because I certainly am. My name is John McCarthy, and I would like to welcome you to PGA Tour 2K25. I got good vibes about the day. I think we got good things ahead. And today, it's just the back nine of this course. Okay, let's have a good one.
Alrighty, he's good to go on this one. Let's see how he does.
All right, this shot's about 150 yards out. And maybe you want to dial a little backspin in here. This is a downslope that could be dangerous around the pin. Nice approach. This one's looking good. He's setting up here with a pretty long putt to deal with. What are you thinking? I think this one's going left to right. Ooh. Okay, this one's 19 feet. And this one looks like it's going uphill and to the right. Well, this has my attention. It's still on track. And the putt goes down. Fantastic work. Sinking this next putt will be for his par. It's breaking to the left, I think. Oof.
Okay, 3 points on the scorecard after that one.
All right, let's see what happens on hole number 11. Decent approach there. And he's ready to go. Let's see how this hole goes for him. Going with the 9-iron. This one's a 21-footer. This one's breaking just a touch left to right. Oh, what do we have here? Continuing on its line. And it drops. Well done. Fantastic putt. Okay, he's got 9 feet to go.
And 3 points onto the board here after that hole.
on the 12th hole of this one now. He's looking ready to roll. Let's see how he does on this hole. And this is about 165 yards or so to the pin. Get to the right, get to the right. And let's see what happens. This is his second. And here's their 8-iron. And this should be a fun watch. Let's see how you do with this long, long putt. A little too hard. And just drop this on in and you'll get a par. Oh, come on, get in there. He's got a 3-footer here. And setting up here for the bogey. Okay, well putt. Now let's move on.
And after that hole, you're sitting at 7 points on the scorecard.
All right, over to number 13, and this one's a par 4. All right, here we go. Give it a rip. Let's hit that fairway. Well, you made good contact with that one. Nice chip. Fantastic. This next putt is for his eagle. This one looks like it'll break to the right. Ooh, looks like he's put it on a pretty good line. Ooh, right by. This putt's left to save par. All right, let's get to the next. And let's see, he's setting up now, 2-footer.
And after that hole, you're sitting at 9 points on the scorecard.
All right, we got a par 3 here on the 14th. Here's their 7-iron. Okay, let's see what you can do off of this tee. All right, you cleared the water hazard ever so slightly, and now you're putting, so that's good stuff. All right, here we go. This one for the birdie. So it looks like it has a little bit of a break to the left. Yeah, from that distance, that's going to work. And he's setting up with a long putt here. I think we got a right to left break on this one. I think he's on the right track here. Continues on a great line. Oh, and he gets that to drop.
Okay, that's a 2-point performance on that hole. Nicely done.
And now the 15th. This one's a par 5. Okay, let's go. Pound this one into the fairway. Really nice swing. Here's our second shot on the 15th hole. We'll take those all day. And from the deep stuff. Yeah, this one's coming out of the rough, and I don't know if it's going to make it. And we're about 115 yards away. Okay, he's coming out of the deep stuff. Starting this one way to the right. And the putt goes down. That's a birdie for him. All right, not much left here. Okay, let's see what the next hole has for us.
All right, currently sitting at 13 points.
And the par 3 16th is coming up. They've gone with the 7-iron. And let's see what you do off the tee here. Oh, that was a fine swing. Fine swing. Well, that'll work on the green, won't it? He's got a 16-footer on his hands here. And I think this one's breaking to the left. And he drops it on in there. Here we go. This putt for birdie. I think it goes straight and then dives a bit to the left. Ooh, never like leaving those short.
All right, that hole was a 2-pointer. Good job.
All right, here we go. Number 17. This one's a par 5. Okay, let's smash this one out there. Well, I'm sure that's not what you intended. All right, good luck. Second shot here on the 17th. And we're back up into this fairway. That's a good thing. All right, this is his second. Here is their 5-wood. I don't know if this one has enough from the rough. This is setting up to be around 150 yards to the pin. Uh-oh, look at this. Is he going to get it to go? And this putt is very, very long. Just do what you can. See if we can get this close, maybe. It's too bad. All right, drop this par putt. Let's do it. And with that, we will move on to the next.
All right, scorecard saying 17 points after that hole.
And next up is number 18. This one's a par 3. Could be slightly too much club. Have a good tee shot. Way to go out there, champ. And he's got a 10-foot putt here. Yeah, I think this putt's going to break to the right. Ooh. This putt's about 5 feet. And with that, he'll end his round with the par.
Okay, 20 points at the end of the round for you.
All right, thank you so much for playing. That's going to do it for me. Hopefully we'll see you again soon.
Hello there. It is me, John McCarthy, here to welcome you to PGA Tour 2K25. Can't wait. Can't wait for the golf. I can't stress that enough. I'm very excited about the golf today.
We are doing the front nine of this one today. This should be a bit of fun, albeit brief fun.
Okay, let's get going.
All right, let's see what he does on this one.
Caught the downslope. Let's see if this one runs out further.
Okay, we've got about 165 yards to go here.
That green slopes away from us a little bit. Gotta be careful we don't go too far. Oh, that almost went.
Here's a putt for 19 feet.
You got an uphill putt here, moving to the right. This one's looking decent. Ooh, still looking good. Yes! Drops it on in there. What a putt.
And he's looking at a 17-foot putt.
I think this is going to go right to left. And there he goes. That's going to drop for him.
Four points on the scorecard after that first hole. I'm impressed.
Teeing her up here on the second.
There we go. Nice contact on that one.
Okay, we're on the green. Okay, he appears to be ready to roll on this one. Let's see how this tee shot goes. All right, drop this one in. This one for birdie.
It looks like this one's breaking to the left. Going towards that hole. Oh, yep. I'll take it. I'll take it.
Here's his 6-foot putt.
All right, after that hole, you're sitting at 7 points.
Let's see what happens here on the third hole.
Ooh, looks like we're going to the fairway.
And let's see how this hole goes down for him. And here's your second shot on the third. All right, here's your friend. He's setting up in the green side sand.
my, can he get this to go?
And here's what you're dealing with for a birdie.
And I think this one's breaking to the left.
Oh, oh man. Okay, this one's a 3-footer. All right, moving forward.
He could save his par right here. Let's see what happens.
Okay, that putt's done.
And after that hole, you're sitting at 9 points on the scorecard.
And 4th hole coming up.
Nicely struck.
And let's see how this tee shot fares for him. Hitting into an elevated green, we might need more club. I'm okay with that.
Okay, this one's around 90 yards out. And here you go. This for the birdie. Looks like this putt will track a bit to the right.
Oh my, that's too bad. He's got a 9-footer here.
Here we go. This next one for par.
And the putt drops and we're moving on.
All right, 2 big points after that hole. Good job.
All right, now 5th hole, par 4. Let's do it. All right, let's go. Let's launch this one out there.
Okay, from the green side sand. Hopefully we get up and down from here. Okay, from the sand to the green. I like this progression. And this will be his 2nd shot.
Ooh, he almost got that one to go.
Lining up an 8-foot putt.
This one's for birdie.
All right, currently sitting at 14 points.
And here we go. Par 5, 6 holes ahead of us. Okay, here we go. Let's launch this one out there. Yeah, that'll play. And this one coming out of the deep rough. And this is around the 190 mark. All right, here he comes out of the deep rough. Let's see how he deals with it. And this putt is way out there. Best of luck. And this one's going left to right pretty hard. Well, this one's on a line. It's still on the line. Oh, and the putt doesn't go. And with this, he could save his par. Okay, just a few more inches to go. All right, that's a well-played hole, tapping in for birdie.
Solid three-pointer of a hole, that last one. Good job.
And now we're teeing her up on the 7th hole. And that's another green in regulation. And he's just about ready to tee off. Let's see how he does. And they've chosen the pitching wedge. Here is his attempt at this 18-foot putt. Looks like this one's breaking to the right. Oh, almost. Okay, here's your putt for birdie. And that one drops for your 4th birdie of the day. I'm liking that. He's got about a 3-footer here. And that putt will drop.
And scorecard reads 20 points after that hole.
Okay, 8th hole coming up. Oh yeah, going for it. That's what I like to see. All right, let's see how he does. Nice. This could be good. Okay, second shot here on the 8th hole. Oh, just missed the old chip there. Okay, second shot for him on this one. Oh my, that almost dropped. Okay, 13 feet to the hole. This putt's breaking just a smidge to the left. This putt's tracking. Great work. That's your 5th birdie today. And now this from 4 feet.
All right, we'll chalk up a solid 3 points after that hole. Good job.
Teeing up now on hole number 9. I don't think you're gonna like this. All right, interested to see what he has in store for us here. Okay, we're setting up with an elevated green. You might want a little more distance. And from the sand, I don't think this has enough though. All right, time to get on out of this dirty old bunker. And I don't think you had enough out of the sand here. Well, glad you ended up in the fairway after that one. What do I know? And from here, he's setting up around 155 yards out. Well, that approach kind of missed the mark a little bit. Looks like you got a line on this. This really looks good. And the putt goes down. Fantastic work. And this is his birdie putt.
Okay, 23 points for you at the end of the round.
And with that, I will let you go. Thank you very much for the round of golf. I had a good amount of fun. Hopefully you did too.
Hi there, my name's John McCarthy, and I am pleased to welcome you to PGA Tour 2K25. Things are going to happen for us today. I got a feeling. Looks like we've got a little Stableford on the go today. Looking forward to this. All right, let's get into it. He's ready to let her rip here. Let's see what he does. Ooh, this could chase out, hitting that downslope. Okay, about 200 yards or so to the pin from here. This is our third shot. Oh, right by. And here he goes with the eagle putt. I think this one's going left to right. All right, let's drop her on in there, save our par, and get on our way. And as you line this putt up, tilting a little bit to the right. Oh, too bad. He's got 4 feet to the cup from here. All right, let's grab this bogey and move on. All right, now let's set our sights to the next.
And 1 point on the scorecard after that hole.
Here we go. Par 4, 11th hole. Let's do it. Here we go. Let's let this one go. That sounded good. Setting up with a sandy old lie. Approach shot worked out just fine. And he's hitting out of the deep stuff here. Oh, look at this shot. Setting up a 12-foot putt here. A downhill putt here. Goes to the right as well, I think. Oh my goodness. And he's on the birdie hunt here. Let's see what happens. And that putt will go. Okay, let's take a look at this next hole now.
Sitting at 3 points on the scorecard after that hole.
And now to the 12th hole. It's a par 3. Seven iron on display here. Well, let's see what you got. Ah, that didn't hit the mark, did it? Okay, we're in the green side rough. Let's get out of here. All right, this one swings out to the left. Well, he could make this, I guess. It is quite a long putt, though. And this one looks like it's kind of moving from the left to the right. Oh. Here we go. Par putt. Let's do it. Okay, next hole coming up. Okay, he's got 2 feet to go here. All right, that putt'll go.
2 big points after that hole. Nicely done.
Okay, 13th hole, par 4. Let's do it. Okay, let's rip this out into the fairway. This one's looking like a fairway finder. Okay, green is elevated. Oh, maybe this will kick left. That's gonna work just fine on the approach. All right, here's his second shot. This one's a 9-footer. Okay, he's got this one for birdie.
And after that hole, you're sitting at 8 points on the scorecard.
All right, on to the 14th. This one is a par 4.
All right, let's launch this in to the atmosphere, preferably hitting the fairway. Looking good off the tee. And this one's about 120 yards to the pin. You'll be all right there. Well, let's see how he gets out of this one. And he's got a 12-foot putt in front of him here. I think this one's going to go a bit to the left. And he drops it in for the bird. About a dozen feet to the hole from here. Looks like just a slight break to this one to the right. Oh, it's getting there. Oh, yeah, that'll work nicely. 2 birdies in a row for you.
And after that hole, you're sitting at 11 points.
Okay, coming up is the par 4 15th hole.
All right, let's let her fly. Let's go. This one's looking okay off the tee. And let's see if this one will run. You caught the downslope. Let's see how he does out of the sand. And good luck with your second here on the 15th. Well, missed the green there on that one. Just, yeah, a little too much on there. All right, let's sink this, grab the bogey, and get out of here. Looks like this one will break a bit to the left. Oh no, it's right by the hole. And now this putt from 6 feet. And hopefully we can finish this one off for double bogey. Okay, we're moving on. Let's get this next hole.
And you're not going to add any points to your scorecard after a hole like that, but let's move on.
And next is the 16th. We got a par 3 here. Okay, let's see what you got here. Can we get a kick left? Safely on the green. Okay, he's in the sand. Let's see if he can get out. This is an 8-iron. Oh, he almost dropped the chip. See how you do with this 13-foot putt. This one looks like it'll go a little tiny bit to the right. Well, it's heading towards the hole. Beautiful shot. And his bogey putt commences here. And that'll do.
All right, currently sitting at 14 points.
And teeing up now on the 17th. And he's ready to tee off. Let's see what he has. And this one's about 125 yards out. Nice work. That was some good golf. And he's got 125 yards to go, somewhere thereabouts.
Okay, now this from 11 feet. I think this one's going left to right. And he gets the birdie putt to drop on in there. They're showing us how it's done. 4th birdie of the day so far.
Okay, 3 more points for you after that hole. Good job.
Let's see what happens here on the 18th.
All right, let's see how he does here on this hole.
Ooh, look at this, catching the downslope. This could run out.
And 240 yards to the pin from here. Let's see what he does. Well, you don't see that every day. They're ripping the driver right off the turf. Bold.
And he has rolled into the heavy rough.
And hitting into an elevated green on this one.
And he's trying to get out of this deep rough. Let's see how this goes.
Setting up for our 3rd shot.
Nicely played. All right, let's drop her in the hole. This to save par.
And a 5-foot putt for him.
Okay, that'll bring his round to an end.
Okay, and you will end things off with 19 points today.
And that's going to do it for us here today. Thank you so much for playing, and we'll see you next time.